Hey, 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 happy Wednesday! Are you ready for a healthy, plant-based, guilt-free pizza? Yep, that's right. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this recipe, and it's super simple. Be sure to share this recipe with others so that they can take advantage and make it from home. All right, so first of all, I want to say that the pizza crust could be either made from scratch because it's a cauliflower crust, or what I did to save time is that I bought it from Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, just go to any of your food stores and see if they have that option, or sometimes they sell it online. However, if you're interested to know how to make a cauliflower crust, leave me a comment below and I can make a recipe. I can actually do a video showing you how to do just that. Just because this video is mostly focused on the pizza, I didn't want to take too much time making the crust, so I bought it made. And it's actually a very healthy option because it's got no dairy, no eggs. It is very nutritious because, it has got cauliflower. It also has corn flour. And it's super simple because it's already pre-made and it's also gluten-free. I'm going to be using the cooking instructions such as the temperature and the time to cook based on what the box says, just to keep it consistent. So the first thing I did was take out the crust, and it's straight coming out from the freezer, so I took it out, and I'm actually going to make this recipe for 2 people, so one pizza per person, just because I like to eat my pizza. So I take it out and I put it in a baking sheet with parchment paper, and I put it in the oven because the first step, at least for this particular pizza crust, is to give it a little bit of cooking time before we even put the toppings. So that's to make it more solid. So you want to cook it for about 12 minutes on each side. So after 12 minutes, you can set the timer at, I believe, 450 degrees. And then after the 12 minutes, you flip the crust to the other side. Be careful so that it doesn't disassemble. And then you put the timer, you put it back in the oven on the other side so that it could cook evenly without the toppings for another 12 minutes. So after the cauliflower pizza crust is pre-cooked, now we take it out of the oven, you leave the oven on, and you want to put your favorite marinara sauce. In this case, since I was already at Trader Joe's, I bought 1 whole bottle of marinara sauce, and the one that I got is an organic spaghetti sauce, which has no oil and it has mushrooms. So it's got all the veggies in there. And I put about 7 tablespoons of the marinara sauce over the pizza crust. And you'll see me, even though I have 2 pizzas in the end product, you'll see me just make 1 to keep the video nice and short. So as I spread the tomato sauce over the crust, you can consider adding other type of sauces in there. If you like garlic sauce, you can put that in there too. Or if you like pesto sauce, let me know in the comments below if you want to know how to make pesto sauce and garlic sauce. That is 100% vegan, plant-based, dairy-free, all of that good stuff, and I can make one for you. So after putting everything in the pizza, or at least just the marinara sauce, I don't want to overload it. Me personally, I just like a little bit or just enough to keep it saucy and tomatoey, and I like my sauces chunky, so that's why I got this one in particular. The next topping that I like to add are my spices. So I love putting granulated garlic. In this case, the one that I got is from Spice Jungle. You can check them out online. I love their spices because they're a really good price. I use my spices for all cooking. You can check them out online, and you can get their stuff in bulk, spices, herbs, all types of goodies, and they're all natural. So I put about 1/4 of a tablespoon of garlic powder, and then I just sprinkled it over the pizza on top of the marinara sauce. And then I sprinkled a quarter also of onion powder. So same thing, I got this one from Spice Jungle. It's my first time trying them out and I love it because I use so many spices. I feel like buying in bulk is definitely a bigger bang for my buck, and it has been by far. So if you do check them out, let me know what you get, because I'm getting more things as I go. As I run out of things, I'm getting more things from them, and I can maybe even do a review about their products. The next thing that I put on my pizza is diet cheese. So diet cheese is a cheese alternative, meaning it's not made from an animal, from a cow or goat or any of those crazy things. It's made from dairy-free ingredients, all plant-based. And this is a different alternative. I know there's other cheese alternatives out there that are made out of almond, are made out of soy. There's so many things in the market these days, and more are starting to come out. It's unbelievable. So I'm just sprinkling some cheese on this layer. Now, if you want to add more or less or opt out, that's up to you. Just remember that typical cheese from a cow has high cholesterol, it's higher in fat, and it could actually affect your digestion. So you can Google for more information on that. So that's why I don't like to consume that, and also gives allergies. The next ingredient is one of my favorites, and it's pineapple. That's right, I'm one of those crazy people who loves pineapple in their pizza, in their vegan hot dogs, and it's just, I love the taste of sweet and savory. Now for this particular recipe, what I did is I bought the little containers that already have the pineapple slices cut. I just made sure that I got one that doesn't have any added sugars or any added ingredients. It's just the pineapple cut. And here, I basically took a whole container and I drained the natural juice from it, and I just put the cut pineapples in there. You can also buy your own pineapple, cut that up and put it in your pizza, but I wanted to make it as easy and quick as possible, so that's what I did. Next, I added some delicious, fresh, organic spinach. Baby spinach, I should say, because the regular spinach is actually even bigger. So I took some slices and I put them all over my pizza. And I love green, I love colorful foods. The more colors in your plate, the better. So, here we've got some white, some yellow, some red, and of course the green was missing, so I decided to put in that. You can also put basil leaves or bay leaves, or you can get creative and put all sorts of greens in there. Just as if you put them fresh, they cook better. So why organic? I try and get all my leafy greens and all of those type of foods, anything that is exposed to highly toxic sprays, I buy organic, and it's a much better option. All right, so next up I have some cut up alternative chicken because it's not made from a real chicken. It's actually chicken-less crispy tenders made with soy and whole ingredients, 100% vegan. This package I got from Trader Joe's as well, so I think most of the ingredients here are actually from Trader Joe's. This particular package it comes like chicken-less tenders is what they're called. So I took only 3 and I put them in one pizza. Because they're frozen, I recommend that you take them and you thaw out the 3 pieces an hour in advance. So by the time that you make your pizza, you just cut them up easily and they're not frozen or cooked. Just enough for you to cut them up into pieces and put them here. Of course, there's many other meat alternatives that you can get creative with. What I love about it is that it's high in protein. So, you've got your good source of fat and protein and carbs, because they're all good and necessary for us. And once again, since these are already pre-made, pre-cooked, I just have to cut them up and put them in there. I don't have to do any of the fancy stuff. And that's what makes this recipe super simple and easy to make. Next up is one of my favorite, which is organic Italian seasoning. So what is pizza without Italian seasoning, right? I love my Italian seasoning in mostly all sorts of food, even if it's not an Italian dish. In this case, I sprinkled some of these herbs on top of the pizza so that it gives it that next extra kick and freshness. You can put as much or as little as you want, or if you like any other type of mixed herbs, you can put it in there too, by all means. Now you have the option of putting in more cheese on top of this or more toppings, it's up to you, but this is all I did. And then we put it in the oven and finally cook it. Alrighty, now after you take it out of the oven for about 10 minutes, now I want you to check up on that pizza depending on the type of oven you have. If you have a conventional oven, if you have a smaller one or bigger one, check consistently every 5 minutes or so how your pizza is looking. And I know some of you out there like your pizza very crispy or overcooked, and some of you like it a little bit under. So here, the one on the left side is a little bit cooked more since we put it in first, and then the one on the right hand side, it's just enough so that the cheese would melt. So this is the final product, very delicious. And yes, I did eat one whole pizza, believe it or not. It was very filling. I enjoyed every bite. It was so flavorful and guilt-free. Alrighty, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you always know every time we put a new video and you never miss out. Also, be sure that you follow us on all of our social media platforms because we're always putting all of these tips and information on how to be healthier, feel energized, and live a vibrant life no matter where you are, no matter what you do, because energy is everything and we need to sustain it throughout the day, right? And of course, if you have any questions or if you have any comments, engage with us on social media. We love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions or ideas of videos that you want to see, more recipes, by all means, let us know at any of our social media platforms. We're here for you and we want to give all of the value that we can because our focus, our goal, our mission is to help you live energized and feel vibrant. We want to help you manage your energy, live a healthy life, a healthy, sustainable life, so that you can boost performance no matter what you do. If you're a business owner, if you're a professional, we know how much work it takes mentally, physically, and emotionally. And it's possible. It's totally possible to achieve the highest level of performance day by day when you achieve all of the right habits at the right times. And that's what we're here for. All right. So I'll see you on the next video. Have a great one.